because a lot of people don't work hard. Agents are pretty lazy for the most part. Most people, not even agents, are just kind of lazy and just take the bare minimum of what things give them. They play defense, they don't play offense. And so you recognize that the problem wasn't everything around you. You owned it. Great book on that, by the way, Extreme Ownership. Great podcast episode, by the way, was Adam Hergenrother, who I had on the show a few months back. If you want to go find that podcast episode, and Adam does a fascinating job when it comes to expansion inside of Keller Williams. And I believe he's offering an option now to expand outside of the brokerage flag.
Yeah. And I'll say, like, at the end of the day, I mean, how many agents have you had in your life that are like, man, ERS, Jeff Cohn, they're not doing it for me. And it's like, was it your system or was it them? Right. Because at the same time, you could probably also say for that agent, I've had huge success with other people. Yeah. And so I started really embracing it. I started, in a sense, embracing the suck, right? Instead of being like, oh, I'll just kind of tiptoe around the parts I don't want to deal with, and, you know, really not look at the stuff that is the hard truths. And so I started going down that self-discovery, and that was a big part, you know, starting my mornings off solidly every day, having that great routine, going in and leading through self-leadership. That's probably the biggest curve in my momentum, is by saying, you know, I always wanted to just tell people what to do and say, come on, get this done, go here, go do this. And I look at them like, well, until I can do it, until I grow to that human, they're not going to do it. So I've spent a lot of time going through, whether it's, you know, reading books to grow myself as a leader, doing the activities that it takes so that people see that leadership, they see the growth. And once they see it, I find it's a ripple effect through your business, you know, not just your professional business. I see it with my wife, my kids, you know, it just trickles in. Like, it's funny. I get the Maxwell Minute every morning with John Maxwell, and me and my 4-year-old son, he comes and sits on my lap. We watch our friend John every morning, right? for a minute and a half, right? And I used to get the Maxwell Minute in my email every day. I'm like, well, that's nice, delete. And I wasn't doing it, right? It was all that half-assing. So once I started doing those pieces, the magic started to happen.